Guess who met their half-brother? Holy smokes, it's been a while. Okay, hello adoptees and allies of adoptees and family of adoptees. I have been gone for a while. I'm so sorry. I have actually been in Spain for the past few months doing a study abroad term. If you'd like to see all my adventures I had and all the places I went to Ireland, Amsterdam, Italy, and of course all over Spain. So if you'd like to see some of those adventures, go over to my personal vlog channel and you can see some of my travel vlog videos there, because that's where I've been posting. Feel free to subscribe if you like. But back to the main matter at hand. Last time we spoke, I got a call from my confidential intermediary that they had located my older half-brother. And since then, I am so happy to say that we have been talking all the time, and I actually got to meet him a few months ago. I know that's a really long time to go without saying anything, but I just finished another term of school and it's really hard to shoot in my dorm. The lighting is terrible. So how it went is I went to go home to visit my family, and it worked out perfectly because my older half-brother, he grew up just a few hours away from where I grew up my whole life. So that was really convenient. So on my trip home, I took a couple days and I drove up to go and meet him. And I met his parents first, and they were so excited. They recognized my blue hair as soon as I got out of the car, and they were like, he's inside, he doesn't know you're here. Come say hi, come talk to him. And words cannot even describe. It didn't hit me that I was going to meet him and see him and have him right here until about 2 blocks away from his house. I started turning the corner. I could see my GPS little flag, you're almost to your destination. And I started freaking out, and in the best way. And honestly, one of the biggest thoughts that I immediately felt and had was, I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for our birth mother. I'm doing this for my other sibling, our shared half sister. And I just thanked our birth mother, who has passed. And I just, I sat there in the car and I was like, thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for him. Thank you for my sister. Thank you for this opportunity and the privilege it is for us to find each other. And I don't know, I felt really close to her in that moment. In the moments before I met him, I sat there and I felt really close to her. And it felt really good. So going in, I just felt so excited. So I'm finally in the house and I turn around the corner into the living room and I see my big brother. I'm like, hey big brother. And he's like, hey sister. And I run up and he hugs me, and he's a super strong guy, lifts me in the air and just, held each other for a second. Like, it was all sweet and such for a second, and then I'm holding this person after 2 years of searching and paperworking for this person. He's in my arms and I've got him. He's here and I'm not letting go. And that feeling was just amazing. And I hope he felt that too, because he's not going anywhere. I will say I don't have any video or pictures to share. He would like to be kept private, and I absolutely respect that. So I'm sorry, you will not be seeing his face, but you can kind of just imagine this face with darker hair and a dude, if that helps. We actually don't look too much alike. All 3 of us have very unique faces, but our baby pictures actually look a whole lot alike. I was very surprised at that. For me and my half-brother, our baby pictures look very similar. So that was fun. So the next thing we did, we all sat down, him, his parents, and me in their house, and I had brought my computer, I brought my family tree, I brought pictures, I brought everything. Because I wasn't totally sure how he was gonna feel about all the information. It might be a whole lot to handle all at once, and as I've said before, we all have our own journey with adoption, and we have to respect each other's feelings and wishes when it comes to what we want to know and how much we want to talk about it. So his parents are really curious and he had some curiosity, so I shared some pictures, showed him the tree I've been doing, and I said if you ever have any questions, you know, ask me because I probably know the answer at this point. And it feels really good to finally be that person for someone else, to be able to say, I know the story, and or at least, you know, the generics of the story, and I know my story, and I'd love to hear yours, and if you have any questions, I can give you those answers, because I finally have them, and I want you to have them too. So that feeling was amazing, and we ended up bonding really well. I was surprised because, you know, meeting a new person can be a little weird. Even if you are related to them, they're still a stranger. So, you know, you may not always bond super well right away. But I felt like we bonded really well. And I think that had a lot to do with us just being so excited to be together in the same place. And he called me sister all the time, which was so sweet. And I called him, you know, big brother, and we were already joshing around. We basically just like spent a couple days together. But the worst part, I got sick. Like the day I got there, I got the worst like flu cold thing. It sucked. So I actually was sort of quarantined in their house for 2 days. Maybe more? I can't even remember, it's such a fog. But they were so kind and so patient and very caring and helpful to let me stay in their home for longer than we anticipated. Brother and I, we just watched Twilight Zone for 2 or 3 straight days because in the States they have Twilight Zone on Netflix. I'm so jealous. That's basically all we did. We hung out, I brought him little presents from Europe, and it was such a good time. And you know, the only thing that could have made it better is if our shared sister could have been there. Unfortunately, she lives too far away to be able to just, you know, hop over and say hi. But we are planning for hopefully sometime very, very soon for all 3 of us to get together and be in one place, which will just be amazing. But for right now, we have a group chat. If you can imagine, we have a group chat, a sibling group chat, and I made the picture, all of our baby pictures right next to each other, and we just chat about our days or ask each other questions or send pictures, or like we went on a hike, look how beautiful it is, and we stayed connected that way. And honestly, it's so much fun and it feels really good. And I will say I'm so, so lucky to have had this positive experience. It's not always positive, it's never easy, but you know, with some negative things in the journey, this humongous positive has made such a difference. And now I have a big brother, I have a big sister, I have my little brother. I have so much love just all around me. It just feels so good. And that's what really makes a difference, and that's what really makes all the years of waiting and trying and, you know, pushing worth it. Those paperworks, those phone calls, the videos of all that confusion makes it so, so worth it. Because now we have each other. And that is more than enough for me. So even with other things going on, which I will update you on in the next bit here about birth father search, DNA testing, what gets me through it every day is having my siblings and having my family and having my parents. That's what makes it all worthwhile. So guard your heart. It's not always going to be perfect, never easy, but when you find your answers, or when you find your answers in yourself, it's going to be worth it in the end. Until next time.